We've done a home energy survey visit on this property. I'm now going back to see the landlord because they've made some installation improvements and just seeing how they've got on.
Hi, Dan.
Hiya, Nick. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Go on in.
See you. Thank you. So how did you find working with Severn Wye?
Well, ultimately, it was actually very easy. Having seen something on social media, I think, being a bit suspicious, there are lots of companies advertising all sorts of funding services.
Yeah.
So I think I made a phone call, and obviously bona fide.
Okay.
So from that point, it was very easy. All rented properties are going to have an APC rating of C. So it seemed a sensible thing to do is to get someone to survey them and tell us what we need to do to actually improve the rating up to a C. As a landlord, it's very important for us.
So following on from the survey, we put a report together with some recommendations in there for you. It ranged from things like a room thermostat, topping up loft insulation, to the more extremes like an air source heat pump or solid floor insulation. So what did you go for in the end of this?
We went with the loft insulation as the quickest, easiest fix. And we put in 350 millimetres of loft insulation, which the tenant helped me with, because he realised he was going to benefit from lower heating bills too.
So the installation was a quick win on this property. Is there anything in the future that you would look to install?
Yes, one of the other suggestions in your report was the room thermostat, which we will be installing when we put a new boiler in, which will be sometime in the not too far distant future.
And we can signpost to funding and grant schemes for that as well.
It would be hugely helpful, and it might even help us to do that sooner rather than later.
So we obviously helped get this property up to the C rating. We can also help with other properties as well. If you get any sort of renewables or installation quotes that come in for any of those, we can take a look at those, review them, as well as providing sort of different energy advice along the way as well.
We would take you up on that offer. You've surveyed 2 other properties for us, both of which we're going to need some money spending, and we would be very grateful for the advice when we get to that point. After all, it's important for us as landlords to make our properties as rentable as possible, as attractive as possible to future tenants, and also helps them with their heating costs.